one made for you.
I got one of those. I got a hat like that.
Yeah, I got one made for you.
I need a bald ass head hat. What's up, Rob?
What's up, buddy?
How's
You have a bald head too.
I ain't taking mine off. I refuse. I'll never get laid again.
Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. It's a good thing we're married.
I am I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. But hey, what's up? How's Houston? Hurricane? You batten down the hatches? You got you an evacuation plan? You coming to Groesbeck?
I'm not coming nowhere, man. I'm staying right here and closing loans. I'm not going anywhere. I ain't scared of a little bit of rain.
Damn.
That's for sure. I'm not scared of any rain. I think it's going to miss us. I think it's going to hit over in Beaumont area.
Dude, I can't even say, because you're from Houston, I can't even say what we do when a hurricane comes out in the Gulf.
Yeah.
We pray like a motherfucker that it hits us. We're like, oh, please, we need some August rain. Yes, please let it come on in.
Yeah. It's been kind of dry here the last couple of weeks. It has.
It really has.
So I'm with you on that. What you been up to? Let's talk about that.
Man, we've been so we got our apartments jet loaned on in Comanche. We got them remodeled. I've been working on leasing those.
Yeah.
So we got them remodeled. We got to get our last construction draw. We're 5 windows short. Check it out. We're 5 windows short of having the whole project done, and then we get our last construction draw of $42,000. So there's 5 windows in between us and 42 grand. It's a pretty I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? We're waiting on them to come in.
That's pretty badass, man.
Dude, I'm so happy.
It's going to be some good rental income for you, won't it?
Oh, man, it's going to be great. We'll be in that thing all in 371. It'll, at a 10 cap, it'll do about 600,000. So we'll have really good equity there. And the best part is, since we use jet lending, 100% financing. We won't have any of our own capital there. And we already got a bank that's going to take us out.
Man, we're treating you too good.
Dude, it's like I'm trying to tell everybody. Everybody's like wanting to know about a point here, shave half a point there. I'm like, hey, bro, how much money is going to leave your bank account to do this deal? With us, it's $0. This other hard money lender is going to take 10% of your money and put it in their bank account. Like, that ain't where it belongs. It's like the government, you know, the money's better in your bank account than it is the government's bank account.
Hey, if you want to get rid of it, if you want to go give 10% to some other hard money lender, just give it to me directly. I'll save it for you. And when we're done closing the deal, I'll give it back to you. That's how nice of a guy I am.
You know, my daughter would take you up on that. The other day we're riding, and I thought, this little girl fucked me over, but I thought I had left my money at the house, right? So I got cash, and all I got is company cards. So I got cash for our eating and our pedicures and all that.
Yeah.
And I look up, I ain't got no money. So I'm like, dang, I left my cash at home. Emery, didn't the Tooth Fairy give you $20? She's like, yeah, and she's got this little satchel with all of her change in it. I'm like, didn't the Tooth Fairy give you $20? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, well, will you let me borrow it? And she's like, well, you got to give me 25 back on Monday. And I'm like, what? Who the hell you been talking to? Rob Trigg over at like, that's a bad interest rate. Like, we're talking, it's Saturday at this point in time. Like, we got 1 day of money out of her account, and she's going to charge me $5. So, anyways, come to find out, I opened up her little satchel, and she had all my money, every dime. She'd taken it all. She had like $120 in there. I was like, I don't know if I owe you that $5 anymore, sweetie, since you, it's kind of a criminal act you did there. It's kind of like, what is it, blackmail or something? You just, took my money, so I had to borrow from you, and then you could charge me interest. Like, I don't even know what crime that is, but my daughter pulled it off flawlessly.
She did good.
She did good.
You're teaching her how to be an investor very well.
Very well. Are y'all having trouble closing loans because the hurricanes out in the Gulf? Insurance?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say trouble. We just can't buy an insurance right now. And, everybody freaks out and goes home. I mean, until this thing passes, it is what it is. Insurance companies going to take care of themselves and make sure that they're not writing something that's going to flood, which we can understand. That's the nature of the business. So we're on hold and probably till Friday, I'd say.
That's what I've noticed. We got an apartment complex we're selling, and its closing got put on hold because of the hurricane. And they said Friday it would be clear to close, but it wouldn't close till Monday. So
yeah.
All right.
So hey, have you talked to our boy Cody?
I have not. What's he doing?
He went off to another adventure. He's not with us anymore. He's now doing long hauls. What do they call them?
Hot shots.
Hot shots. Yeah.
He told me he was thinking about doing that. I didn't know he was going to do it right now.
Yeah, he jumped on in it, opened his own LLC. I talked to him last night. He's doing really good. Loves it. He's up in the same place they filmed Yellowstone last night.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, hell, take me with you. And I'm going to take a week vacation. Let's just go on the road.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm going elk hunting in the middle of September or the end of September.
Hold on just a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking for my damn invite. I don't have one. I don't have one.
I'm lucky I get invited. Honestly, I put in for a draw for a muzzleloader and got it. And
through your wife?
I was like, man, I don't know if I have a muzzleloader. I hadn't shot it. But in Colorado, you got to use like iron sights. Like it's like got to pour the black powder in you got to use an actual elk horn or an actual sheep horn to pour the black powder in. No, I don't know if it's that, but they basically make you use everything like it was back in the day.
Primitive weapon.
Yeah, it's a very primitive weapon. Like normally you can have like the preloaded pellets.
Yeah. But
this one you got to use loose powder. I mean, I don't know. I need to practice. I'm going to practice for about 2 weeks before I go. We're going to be up there camping. Hope I kill one first day. I hope he's easy.
That way you can just drink and chill the rest of the time.
The whole rest of the time. Like, I don't want to be up there. This is not work. Like, because elk hunting is so much work. It's like if it's got horns, it's dying. Matter of fact, I think I got cow tag, so I can kill either. So it might not even have horns. I'm just going for meat, and then I'm coming hanging out the rest of the time. That's all I'm doing.
That's the way to do it. Screw all that hiking all over the place trying to find a good spot. No.
Dude,
I tell you what, though, if Eddie, if he does it, I don't know. He's done it the last 2 years. We need to get a trip over to Mississippi with him. You come with me, I'll pick you up, and we'll just head over there.
Dude, he told me about it, and if you already know where it is, he ain't even got to invite us. We'll just go.
Well, I don't want to get shot. Hey, look, I'm from Mississippi. Them boys don't play. Even if you text them, hey, I'm gonna be on the property, they ain't playing.
Damn. Hold on, I forgot. Let me get your let me get your background up here.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
I forgot.
Stop with the background, okay? I gotta go update that picture. I'm gonna do one especially for you.
Especially for me. There you are.
There we go.
There you go. Now we got this is the best background ever. Just because it's like, dude, you look so much better in a beard. Have I ever told you that, Rob?
You have.
Like you look so much better in a beard. But
my wife thinks so too.
I want Rona, right? I want Rona. It shows up in the Jet office of all places. Right? How many people in the office got Rona?
Let's not mention who got it because that might be a HIPAA violation. But I'll talk about me, okay?
Okay.
I got it. I got it about 20 days ago. Crazy experience. I will tell you that. Me and Jason Bible did a little video about it, and it's on YouTube now if y'all want to check out the Jet Lending YouTube channel. And we sat there and talked about real estate for most of the time, and then he asked me, he's like, so tell me personally what has happened with you. My symptoms were really, really mild. Loss of taste and smell, That's the only real way I knew I had it. Other than that, racing heart, beat, and it wouldn't get below about 105, 110, which is not cool at all, just sitting still. So went to the doctor. They put me on some stuff that would slow it down, and basically felt like I had a head cold. You know, it's not. And here's what I'd say: the news media is not doing us a good service. They're scaring the crap out of everybody because of what could possibly happen to you. You know, I'd say I'm not a statistic guy or anything like that, but I'd say 99% of the people are recovering just fine. But that little bit of what they were doing in the news media, it scares the crap out of you because you know you're feeling okay. You know, you're not 100%, and you feel the virus inside of you. I mean, it's unexplainable, but you worry about your family more than anything. I worried about my little girl, and I worried about my wife and my stepdaughter. Every day I'd wake up and say, is today the day that I'm going to wake up and one of them they have to go to the hospital and I'm fine. That's the mental thing that kind of screws with you a little bit.
I think I've had it. I need to go give blood. I keep putting it on my list, but I've either had it or I've had placebo Rona, where you're thinking so much about the Rona that it feels like you got Rona. Like you go read or talk to somebody and you're like, oh man, I got that. So did you get mud butt or no mud butt?
What's mud butt?
The shits.
No.
None. Damn. I might not have
headaches. And I get headaches at the end of the day. I mean, I work from home. You know, you know that we can do this anywhere. So I work from home, and usually by the end of the day, I'd have a bad headache. Not enough to like, oh, I got to go take something. It was in the back of my neck, like right up underneath my brainstem. It was weird, the location.
I had a headache.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't have known I had it.
I felt like hammered shit. For me and Emery went out to El Paso to look up that loan out there.
Yeah.
And I felt like hammered shit that whole trip.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't bad, you know what I mean? But I mean, I just had the headache. I had the pain, like I felt lethargic, didn't have a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
But at that moment when it's Rona season and you feel just a little bit below the weather, the mind takes over, and then you're doing nothing but driving. So you're like, oh yeah, this is definitely Rona. You know what I mean? Like
this is definitely
13 hours of driving, you're like, no way, this ain't Rona. Like that's all it can be. Yeah,
this is Rona. This may be bad Rona.
Yeah, I'm watching a YouTube video and I'm like, you know, it's on autoplay, so I'm watching one about Rona. And it's telling me all the symptoms, and it switches over to another video, and it's telling me all those symptoms, and I got them too, and then it turns out that one was herpes. And I was like, oh, God damn it, I got Rona and herpes. What the fuck? And I'm like, oh, it's on autoplay. It's telling me, you know, I got to quit watching WebMDs. Like, by the end of those 5 videos, I had, like, AIDS, herpes, cancer. It was all going downhill. It's like,
man, you can't trust WebMD. WebMD will have you going to the emergency room 24/7.
I mean, I was just out there like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but if this ain't Rona, then everybody's like, no, it's allergies. I'm like, I don't have allergies, and they're like, and then it's Rona. It's got to be Rona.
Well, I'll tell you, man, when I first got it, it was weird, you know, because I knew something was wrong, and the day that I got it and I kind of knew something was off, I felt like, and I'm usually really got a lot of energy, ready to go. Let's go do something, blah, blah, blah. I can't sit still. That's normal for me, you know, but this, I mean, it hit me like an 18-wheeler run over me. And I was just like, I got to go sit down somewhere. And I was at physical therapy for my shoulder. And I went and told the physical therapist, I was like, we got to kill this today. I got to go home and do something, sit down. She's like, you okay? I was like, yeah. And then I went home, sat down, and I felt my heart. It was just boom, 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 boom. I was like, Yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So
Damn,
yeah.
I hate that for you, man. I hate it.
I mean, hell, look, I'm back at work. Yesterday was my first day back at work, and I mean, it is what it is.
Man, you know, I've been lucky. Got a newborn at home. Um, avoided, I've avoided Rona.
Yeah,
And I know that's what you have a newborn, or how old is she?
she's 7 months.
7 months. So yeah, I mean he's 8, 9 weeks, and I'm like, man, I'm really worried about him. But then I look at the little chunky fat dude, and I'm like, I don't think Butterball here could die from anything other than lack of titty milk. Like he just, I mean, I worry about it, but it's whatever. We kept Emery out of school for 6 weeks, and I hate that because her mom wanted to do it. That's fine, but now like she sees the other kids getting off the bus and on the bus, she just wants to be there. She don't care if she's got to wear a mask or, a
Are they
trash bag.
up there in your area?
Dude, all the schools are open. All the kids are playing sports. I mean, it's on up here. We've actually, I mean, I don't know how many active cases we got. I think 500 or so now total for the county. We only got 23,000 people in the county, so 5 deaths. But people now, it's kind of everybody's kind of over it. They're like, man, I don't want to do this no more. But we'll see how it works out. So, what kind of loans you working on right now? Where are you working on loans at? Where all do you loan?
Well, the one I'm actually worried about one right now. It's over in Beaumont, but I've got about I think 21 of them I'm working on. Hey, dude, I got to show you this one right here. Hold on. This is a $1.4 million home. Let me. How do I share screen?
Yeah, I'm a DJ this.
DJ, don't DJ.
Once you put it on the screen, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna make it big.
Okay, can you see my screen? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to be quick so nobody sees this. I just want to show you the pictures. Can't really show you the address or anything because that'd be
the snakes are out here, man. They will try to snake you.
But this is a nice one. Let me get over here. Ooh, ooh. Hopefully this won't take forever to open.
What did you do? I don't even know what you're doing. So so bad at Macs. Like I can't use anything but an iPhone and a PC. I'm ass backwards. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're working on this one right here. This sucker is nice.
Is it a castle?
It's gonna be when it's done.
Did a builder run out of money or something?
I think so.
Dude, that is nice.
I know, right?
Dang.
That's the garage.
Just the garage. 4 cars on one side.
Yeah, just the garage. Appraisal came in for $1.4 million.
Dude. I don't know anybody that's loaning on $1.4 million build outs right now.
I don't either.
Jet's the only one.
Hey, look.
You got the yellow jackets. I wouldn't mess with them.
I didn't. But anyway, that's the one I'm most excited about right now is that one.
Dude, that's a good loan. We got one we're working on. It's I don't know what the actual loan amount is. I think it's $1 million for a mobile home park conversion.
Yeah.
Do what?
Where's that one at?
It's in Fort Worth.
Okay. Yeah. Alexis, not that one.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm just excited that we are able to do that. I know that we go through a third party service to do it, but everybody else would have told this cat no. But he's sitting flush with cash. He's ready to borrow. I was like, dude got an 830 credit score and $750 million in the bank. Surely somebody can loan him some money. Like, you know what I mean? He wants to go this route. Let's find him some money. And And Jet, I mean, Eddie's just connected, man. He just knows a
Everybody.
lot of people. You know,
Everybody.
He won't do that loan for a bum. He won't do it for us. You know what I mean? Because we ain't got that kind of cash. But if we had that kind of cash, and you look like a good borrower, bring us whatever you got. We want to look at it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's a lot of hard money lenders out there that talk a good game. Look, of course, everybody's probably going to view this and say, "Oh, well, y'all are biased. Y'all work for the company." Man, I do not. I will tell you this: since we last talked, I've stolen some people from some other hard money lender companies, and I'll tell you why. They will write you a loan estimate based upon the numbers that you present to them, with no data, no exploration, nothing. And you think, "Oh, well, I'm going to get this loan." And you're like, okay, hell yeah, let's do this deal because it looks good on paper. But as soon as they get that appraisal back, because they've done no research up front for you, they've not had an expert like Johnny and Eddie and myself and people to actually look at the comps and say, no, I don't think your values are at that. And they'll just write the loan estimate, get the appraisal back and say, oh, by the way, guess what? You got to bring $40K to closing now. And you've already ordered the appraisal. Mm-hmm. And you've already done this. And, oh, by the way, this is another one. This loan is more than $300,000 or whatever. I'm going to make you bring 15% out of pocket. But I didn't tell you that up front.
Oh, I know. It's like Austin, you know. Austin, his first deal, San Antonio. Second deal, San Antonio. Third deal, Lavernia, Texas, and a mobile home. You know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, I didn't know where Lavernia was, and I, looked at it on the map, and it looks real. It looks like I can get there in a hurry. But anyways, it appraised out. We got the loan done. Austin's starting to rehab on it this week. I mean, that deal, it's going to be a great deal for Austin. But I was like, there's no other hard money lender. Everybody will take that low hanging fruit in San Antonio, but nobody's going to ride with you to Lavernia. No. You know what I mean? And then when they hear mobile home, they're going to tuck tail and run. It's like, if you got a mobile home attached to land, and this ain't for everybody, you know what I mean? Not everybody it's not across all board. But if you're a good lender or a good borrower for us, and you got a deal, Eddie and them they'll look at it. You know what I mean? They'll tell you what they think of it. They'll tell you where they feel like they're comfortable on risk at. Terms in San Antonio might be different than terms in Lavernia. We're not making no promises. But when it comes to the opportunity cost of not being able to do that deal, you're going to lose $60,000 because you're afraid to spend an extra $1,500 on interest. Come on, bro. Yeah. Is that what you want to do in life? That ain't what you want to do in life. No.
No, that's not what you want to do in life. No, you'll be hating yourself in 5 years if you don't like yourself already.
That's it. Like, I'm like, what do you plan on doing? How long you plan on owning this thing? That's what people, when they look at interest rate, I'm like, why do you care about that? Why are you worried about that? You ain't married to this. This ain't your wife. Yeah. What are you worried about interest rate for?
It's a temporary.
Yeah, this is a girlfriend, man. This ain't even a girlfriend, hopefully.
2 or 3 Tinder dates with this.
Yeah, this is a Tinder date. Like, you're going to be in and out of this in 3 months. Like, you ain't marrying it. Like, you're not.
I literally got a client right now that, and he's a good client, great client. He's like, I need a 6-month loan. I was like, I'm not giving you a 6-month loan because if you sit in this thing for 6 months, you're going to eat up interest. He's got $5,000 worth of work to do. Oh, well, I need extra time. No, I'm giving you 3 months, and I'm going to push you to get this thing refinanced so you're not sitting here eating up a 9.9 or 10% interest rate every month. You get it lowered. That way you start cash flowing. He's like, Rob, you're right. He's like, that's exactly why I want the 6 months. Keep it at 3 months. And that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it at 3 months. And if he doesn't, I'm going to walk in Johnny's office and say, hey, I told him 3 months, raise his interest rate.
Damn, savage. We bought one. We just closed on one in Waco. We're already starting to refi day one with a Lexus.
Yeah.
We got the 30-year product. We got a few different lenders on the 30-year product now. We brought it straight to them. Like, hey, which one do we want to go with? And you'll rate shop a 30-year product because you're married. That's a long commitment.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a 30-year product and you can get lower interest rates, you need to do that. You know, you need to make sure that you're cash flowing maximum potential. You know, non-QM loans, which is what we close on our 30-year product, is not for everybody. It's for the investor that, one, has ran out of room on their personal credit, so Freddie and Fannie will not finance them anymore, or two, you write everything off on your taxes every year, and your debt to income ratio is too high, but you got a lot of cash and you got a good credit score. You just don't qualify for conventional financing. That's where you come in with the non-QM. Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit higher rates, but as long as the property's cash flowing and it's appreciating over time, your long-term gains are going to be very beneficial to you. So that's where we come in. Now,
no, we love it. We love it. I just love, like, some people look at the points and fees and stuff and they want to talk about it. I'm like, guys, I don't worry about points and fees because I'm in this thing 50% ARV. Like, if you're worried about points and fees, buy deeper. You know what I mean? Just buy deeper. Just buy it at a bigger discount.
You know, there's so many investors out there that don't understand that. Buy deeper. Let me clarify what Corey means by that, all right? When you go into any real estate transactions, there's only one thing that you control. That's it. One thing that you absolutely control, and that's your purchase price.
Yep.
So what he means by buying it deeper, that means your negotiation skills. And if you don't have those, maybe you need to go read a book or something like that. But your negotiating skills need to be on par. You need to say, hey, look, in order for me to be able to make a profit, I've got to buy this property at this. If you're sitting there waiting on an email to come in and paying them what they want for their property, then yeah, you've lost already. I'll take
a rate and term sheet in there.
Yeah.
And show them the worst credit or the worst interest rate that we've ever paid in our entire lives, you know, on long-term money, and show them. I'm like, look, we don't get that 2 and 3% interest you see on TV. We get this 8% interest. Yeah. And look at where it's at 8% interest, 20-year AM. Look at how little cash flow is there. How many air conditioners can you replace with $1,200 a year? You know what I mean? And they're like, none. And I'm like, that's why I got to replace it on the front side. That's why I got to replace the roof. That's why I got to get the hot water heater. And that's why I got to buy it here, because all that shit's expensive. Yes. So if you want me to be able to buy this, here's what I can pay you cash. Here's why. And most people are very understanding of that. You know, now I don't see it in that tone. Like, it's like a real, like, apprehensive.
Or even better,
you talk about.
Yeah, you can make these repairs and you can do all this stuff yourself, and then you can sell it after you've done the repairs for maximum of what you're wanting me to pay.
Right.
But I've got to go in there and do all this stuff and then be able to put a renter in place. It's got to look where like a renter can be put in place. So let me buy it here. You walk away with cash in your hand in 7 to 10 business days, if not sooner.
Right.
And then, hey, or you can go through the hassle of trying to rehab it yourself.
That's it.
Make a deal? Or what?
I mean, this particular deal that we bought, it was easier now. We just sent the guy a text message and he said, I want 70 grand, and I pulled comps and it was worth 140. And I was like, well, that works.
Yeah.
Well, like, all right. But I mean, he's like, there's a tenant in there. I'm like, all right, what are they paying? $950. I'm like, that's way low, but we'll take it. There's equity there. We'll
get the market rents up.
Yeah, we'll raise rent whenever we have to replace tenant. It's no problem. No problem at all.
I think that there's a lot of.
What else you working on, Rob?
You know, I've got a bunch of them I'm working on. We could talk about that all day long. You know, I ordered 5 appraisals today.
Damn.
You there?
Damn. I wish I was making money like you. Hey, no, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see
you. Hello?
There's a little delay.
What oh, that's a hurricane. It's getting too close. It's knocking a delay in our game.
It might be.
That's what happens when the hurricane gets too close. What down there in Houston, what's the vibe been like? Rona, hurricanes, you got a quasi lockdown, whatever the hell's going on there. How's real estate been hanging in there? Been doing pretty good?
I'm gonna tell you, Corey, since the last time we talked, I've been busier than a one-legged frog bumping his butt on a rock. I'm telling you, man, I have not slowed down. Even when I was at home the last 20 days, I ordered 4 appraisals last week, 5 already this week. I mean, it's busy. It's busy. I mean, people have been calling me left and right. There's 2 weeks in August, like the first 2 weeks in August, it was a little bit of a slowdown, but I did my research and I was like, okay, why are people not calling or whatever? They were trying to figure out, hey, do I want to send my kid to school or do I want to homeschool them?
Dude, this August has been the weirdest August ever. August historically is the most traveled month there is.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me because I don't think of August that way. You know what I mean? I think of August as when school starts, and that's normally means I got to at least get ready for this somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess everybody just waits till the last minute and is like, oh shit, school's about to start. Let's go somewhere and do something.
Yeah.
So historically, it's always slowing down for us in August anyways.
Yeah.
That's more that reading I did.
Yeah. Yeah. That they say it's fundamental.
It really can be. I've started listening to books, but
it's the same thing.
Eddie didn't catch Rona. Do we know how or why? Is it because he ate a bunch of dirt as a kid?
I think he's just got that Mississippi blood in him, and he's like a Mississippi bloodhound. Ain't nothing gonna keep him down.
One of the investor meetups, I told you this. I was watching and I was like, Eddie kept coughing every 3 seconds. I told Jacob, I was like, Eddie's got Rona. Right after that, the office comes down with it, but Eddie didn't come down with it. I'm like, I think Eddie's patient 0 down there in the old.
It's funny. My next door neighbor, he works for the district attorney's office. He's an attorney for the district attorney's office here in Houston. And he was teaching a class to a bunch of new law enforcement cadets out at the police academy. Well, one guy got it out of the class, and they tested all 32 of them that were in the class. 17 of them had it and didn't even know.
I got one better for you. And I don't care about HIPAA. They can eat my ass. I know a nursing home. I know, like, this ain't like second or third part. Like, I am in communication with somebody that works at this nursing home. Okay. Rona comes into the nursing home in a guy. He comes in from the hospital. They have to quarantine him because he came in from the hospital and he could have Rona, right?
Yeah.
They don't let anybody in or out. They test the workers there once a week. Guy comes in, they quarantine him. 17 days after he enters the facility, he tests positive for Rona. Showed his first symptom. They give him a test. He tests positive for Rona. By then, it ran through all of the residents. All of the residents had it. Still, no nurses were testing positive. Now, finally, all the nurses come down with it. All the residents come down with it. Everybody lives, including a nurse with like a pacemaker in her heart and a heart valve, and she weighs like 632 pounds. Like,
the thing is, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I can say. I'll tell the audience this though, and I'm not a political person by any means. I think everybody should just vote for whoever they want to or whatever. But I'm going to tell you this: don't listen to the news media, and this is one of those things that you can't have it fast. If you think that you even remotely have symptoms, don't go get a rapid test because it's ineffective. I will tell you personally what happened to me, and that's personal. I went because I was feeling better. I went and got a rapid test. Came back negative. Got the freaking Alex. He's trying. He jumped in here, scared the crap out of me. Anyway, I'm gonna get you back. Anyway, got that test done, and then I got the antibodies test done the exact same day. That one came back negative. I was like, something ain't right here. So the long test is called PCR. I don't know what it was. Basically, they take that thing, put it up in your nose, and but your results don't come back until 24 to 3 days, 1 to 3 days. That's the most accurate you can get because they take it to a lab, they grow it, they make sure that it's,
Right.
you're actually positive. I came back positive. So the test that's most accurate is called the PCR. So if you've if you need to go get tested, rapid test is not, in my opinion only, is not the way to go.
How many fingers in the butt did they have to give you on the long test? Was it 2 or 3?
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
I went to the doctor for a Rona test. I ended up with a finger in the butt, and then I had to tip him $20. I didn't know what to do next. Never got my results.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
I'm not sure it was the test. I don't know.
I think you went to the wrong doctor, Corey.
I probably did. That's what I get for shopping the swapping shops on Facebook. They're great for finding buying your house deals, but if you're looking for a $4 doctor,
Corey's the only guy I know. Corey's the only guy I know that gets on Wish to find a doctor.
That's it, the Wish doctor, and he never sent me my results. It was $4 though, and I had to tip him 20, so $24 all in, and I gave him 5 stars on Yelp. So it's whatever. I mean,
He gave him 5 stars.
What's the office like? Y'all gonna evacuate? Y'all gonna work through it? Should I come down there and bring a canoe and paddle in, get y'all out?
Like I said earlier, I think it's going to miss us. Latest thing, let me see right here. Let me look at my little radar on my phone. That's the best way for me to tell you. If I get up and leave, that means it's about to hit.
It's raining here.
I still think it's going to hit more in Louisiana than it is us.
I watched a little bit of it today. You talked about politics. I put a hurricane radar up on YouTube because it was like live. It's like a live deal.
Yeah.
It had like 6,000 people watching. They're all arguing politics in the comment section of a YouTube video of a hurricane coming to shore that's live. And I'm thinking, who has enough time to sit around and argue in the comment section about this kind of shit?
No. Today, I heard somebody say that Deep State killed the other
hurricane.
Killed it. It's a Deep State thing. I'm like,
I kept getting notifications, and I could have swore it was for Marco, and it kept saying Laura, and I was like, what happened to Marco? And I couldn't find him no more, and I was like, uh-oh.
Okay, it's like a Tinder date. He ghosted her.
He just not gonna text her back.
I'm not texting you back. You know what? You go right ahead. You go do what you got to do. I'm just gonna exit stage left over here. I'm done.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
It's like a bad Tinder date. I'm out.
What? I'm trying to think. Where would you not loan? Would you do loans in Corpus Christi? We do loans in San Antonio. You do loans in San Antonio. Where's a place you got to tell somebody no?
I will tell you where Johnny and Eddie and I know myself, I'm not real comfortable. Down in Brownsville.
I got one down there.
Yeah, you got one down there?
No, well, I mean, we're working on it. We're looking at it. We're looking at it.
I've talked to them. It's too close to the border. We own a mobile home park down there, so we go down there a lot. It's good and it's bad. It's got its good and its bad. It's great cash flow. You can buy real deep. Yeah.
And there's a lot of plus side to it. McAllen is crazy, like crazy. It's got a Top Golf. I mean, it's really good. I would think Laredo would get a little.
I've been down there before. I don't think that they're that. And I could be wrong. That the last time I talked to them about it was a while ago. But I just think of it. That's just way out of the way to even try to find somebody to go down there and look at the property. And if you take it back, who wants it?
Well, that's the one thing. Exit strategy would matter because if you're buying it for a rental and you're a good borrower, by all means.
Yeah. If it's a temp to perm, you're down there. But if you're just trying to do a flip, shake our head.
That flips in general. I mean, you got to know what you're doing. You better have a lot of experience, some good capital if you're going to go into a weird location.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, whenever I look at every deal I underwrite it like I'm going to own it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this sumbitch if we have to take it back? And I'm like, oh, I'll rent it out, or you know what I mean, or oh man, I'll get some private capital, then I'll own or finance it. Okay, I feel comfortable saying I want to do this deal. That's how I look at it because I'm an investor myself. Now, other people, I went and looked at a deal out in El Paso, and it was a 3-unit, and it looked like it wasn't permitted and all that. And I was like, hey, it's got all new electrical, all new plumbing, all new everything in it, and it's dried in. I don't see no damn permits. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I do see a stop work, but I don't see any permits. And there's a reason why an investor bought this and got this to this phase of the project and then said, no, I want out. And then the guy went and did more research and found out it was not permitted. And it was like, I think it even had a demo order on it or something. So it was like, it was even worse than what it seemed on the outside. So I was like, I'm glad all that's, you can find all that stuff online and you can look at and see what's going on now. There's a lot of people, when they get into the weeds, everything can look good on the surface. You know what I mean? But if you got some non-permitted work done or a lot of non-permitted work done, it can really get risky. So anyways, that's one thing I'll look at.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of places that we will say no to. You already know this. I mean, but I have had to turn some people down there close to the border because they're little shotgun houses or whatever, and they want to flip it, and it's not worth our time.
Well, I don't want to tell anybody not to send in something.
Yeah.
You'd rather hear no, or you'd rather hear, well, we'll do that loan, but we're going to do it at 50% ARV because it's in BFE and your experience level ain't up to par, and you know what I mean? That kind of thing, where versus just a flat out no.
Yeah, make sure the investor takes most of the risk on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how you have to approach anything that's, kind of riskier out in the outskirts. You got to make sure that, we're protecting jet lending, and you can still make a profit off of it, but we got to make sure that we're protected as well.
When we got started in this business, this is so funny. When we got started in this business, we did our first flip house in Granbury, Texas, and nobody would loan us money. Nobody would loan money in Granbury. Now, Granbury is about an hour away from Fort Worth, Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody will loan down there, but back then it wasn't. Nobody was comfortable with it. Man, we've made a bunch of money in Granbury, Texas. Actually, that's a lie. I've not made any money. I've only lost money in Granbury, Texas. Please, nobody go try to do any deals in Granbury, Texas. It's a terrible market.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Please don't even. I didn't say Granbury. I said cranberry. Cranberry.
That's it. My bad.
My bad. Don't forget everything we just talked about. Can we go back and edit it?
Why are we doing this live? What else you got for them, Rob? Where can they find you? They got your number on the screen. What's your email?
My email is rob@jetlending.com. Rob@jetlending.com. But really, the best way to reach me is let's talk first, or call Corey, call me. We're here 24/7, 7 days a week, unless I'm sleeping. But hell, sometimes I don't even sleep. Money's more important.
I'm the exact opposite. I eat till I'm sleepy, sleep till I'm hungry.
No. Hey, wait till you get in your 40s, buddy. You'll stop sleeping.
No, I'm playing. I got a newborn at home. We don't sleep either.
Oh, man. I think my baby's had sleep regression. So she hit 7 months, really 6 months, end of her 6 months. And, man, she has just – some nights she'll sleep all the way through, and some nights she's waking up 2 or 3 times. I don't know what's going on with her.
I sleep all night. I have no idea how many times a baby's awake because I don't have the groceries. So I ain't got to worry about it. Baby wakes up. I sleep fine. But I get him in the morning time. I get him up, and, he likes to sit up. He just wants to sit up and look around. He can't even see good. He can't even look you. You don't know where your eyes are yet, but he just wants to look around. He's a little paranoid. He likes to sit with his back against the wall, look out a window, case the joint. Like, he don't smile. He ain't got no smile. He's just mad. Like, he's judging you the whole time.
What's going on out there?
I know this dude ain't my dad. Like, whoop his ass. I can't wait.
Mine looks at me sometimes like, how did I get this lucky?
That's true. Blue girls are different, man. It's like, I already noticed a difference because he's a boy, I just already noticed a difference. He can move. Like, where Emery had no desire to move, like, just wanted to cuddle. This dude, he don't want, like, you lay him down on his stomach, he's like, no, I don't want this. I want to sit up. Set me up. I want to sit straight up and down and look around. I can't hold my head up good yet, but I got it. You know what I mean? Just quit laying me down. I'm tired of laying down. I want to sit up.
Yeah.
And it's a funny thing because, Emery always wanted to cuddle, always wanted to just, be there in the moment, not him. He wants to sit straight up, look out a window, look around. He wants to move around, just different.
I'm happy for you, man. I really am.
But it's fun stuff. Get your boy. But
hold up now. No, I don't know about that, buddy. I'm 44, pushing, headed toward 45. I don't know. Me and my wife, we talked about another one, possibly, and then I just
did the math. You underwrote the deal. You ran the numbers, and you were like, "Oh man, I'm going to be 92 when I can retire."
I know. That's what I wrote. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm already going to be a little bit on the flip side here.
That's true. I feel the same way, and I'm only 36. So,
well, I mean, it's worse when you're in your 40s having your first one.
True. Well, Rob, I appreciate your time. I'm going to jump off of here. Somebody sent me a very disturbing picture, and it's distracting me. I don't even want to say what's on the screen over here.
I got to see this. No, don't.
Yeah, it'll get us all blocked. We do a lot of text marketing, and we get some weird stuff back. And this is the weirdest picture I've ever received back. I'll tell you about it in private. I might send it to you in private. So, anyways, I'll holler at you.
Man.
No problem. Later.
Bye. Bye.